Welcome to the What's Important Now broadcast. In America today, we are witnessing a cultural shift. This is the show devoted to the battle for the soul of our country. Join our host, Tom Sears, as he explains the issues of our day and join the fight to bring values and morality back. Let's join Tom now as he shares What's Important Now.
And welcome inside What's Important Now. I'm Tom Sears. Thanks for being a part of our program. And if everything works out well, we'll have a special guest. Solomon Raj from India will be joining us. He's a friend of mine. I've had the opportunity to visit with him on 5 separate occasions. I want to let you know that the acoustics may be a little bit different today on the broadcast. I am out of studio, and I can already hear a little bit of an echo. So if you notice that, my apologies sincerely. But again, we're hoping Solomon's going to be able to join us. I had the time off a little bit. Well, a whole lot, actually. About an hour. They are what I thought was like 10 and a half hours in front of us, and so I had told him to call in at 9:30 p.m. his time. And so we are anxiously awaiting. But while we wait, we have some good stuff we can get to. And, what about this stuff coming out? That we have something called a pandemic video. I don't know if you've seen it. If you haven't, you may be living in a cave. But the pandemic video it has a scientist, Dr. I think McKivitz, I think is her name. And she's talking about how she used to work under Anthony Fauci. And the accusation is that the coronavirus has been perpetrated upon the world in an effort for financial gain for vaccination, to be able to vaccinate everyone. And obviously people in her words, hold the contracts to these vaccinations. And I'll tell you, on a recent program, I said that I was having a really hard time believing that. Like, seriously. And I don't fully trust government, but at the same time, I just have a hard time thinking and believing, and maybe that's my problem. I'm just going to talk to you. Maybe that's my problem, is that I have a hard time believing that that's possible. Are people capable of that? Absolutely. We live in an evil world. They're absolutely capable of cover-ups and evil deeds, but at the same time, it would be a wide-range conspiracy. And that's where for me, that's where the difficulties for me begin to come in believing this, if that makes any sense. I said on a recent program that apparently my conspiracy theory, I thought I was a conspiracy theorist. I thought I believed in conspiracies. I'm kind of pessimistic and always think that something else is going on. It's not the case with this. I don't see it. And honestly, as I started to evaluate my own self, I started thinking, well, I don't think I'm a conspiracy theorist, because my conspiracy theory, I don't know what the word is, but it ends with the assassination of President Kennedy. I'm a firm believer that Oswald was not the lone gunman, if a gunman at all. But anyway, so a lot happening around the world, and we're hoping to have Solomon Raj with us here soon so that we can discuss what's happening in India. And I will leave the India discussion for him. So there's other things happening with the coronavirus. Again, we mentioned the conspiracy theories. We've mentioned that it's a challenging time. People are starting to get very, very, I don't know if antsy or anxious is the word. It seems as though the conspiracy theory idea of the coronavirus is actually starting to get a lot of steam. A lot of people are actually starting to believe it. People are angry. People are really, really angry. about what's happening with our lockdowns. They're arguing that there is government control trying to hold us down and hold us back. And again, is government capable of these things? Government actually is capable of these things. Absolutely. I don't know if that's what's happening. I guess the softer side of me would hope that our government officials and our leaders are actually looking out for us. And maybe that's not the case. I don't know. I read something this morning where people are saying, listen, if this is a conspiracy, if what Plandemic, the video Plandemic is saying is true, how in the world does President Trump not know about it? And actually, he would have to know about it. So then you see it just continues, this big snowball. And that's really where the problem is for me. Everyone would have to be involved. And a lot of people would say, well, not President Trump, because President Trump is someone that is not in the mainstream of politics, and he's there to drain the swamp and all these things. I mean, come on, people. He's the president of the United States. I would believe that if there was a conspiracy to drop a virus on the entire world, he would know about it. And so then he has to either be complicit or it's fake. The Plandemic stuff is fake, meaning someone is making up this stuff. Someone is making this stuff up. So when I say making this stuff up, and I want to be clear, I'm not talking about the virus. Listen, the coronavirus, the COVID-19, let me be more specific, is real. People are getting the coronavirus, and people are dying from the coronavirus. So you're listening to What's Important Now, and we are anxiously awaiting our special guest, Solomon Raj from India. It looks like he may be on the line. Let's see if we can get him. Solomon, are you there?
Yeah. Hello, Pastor Tom. I'm here.
Hello, brother. How are you?
I'm doing great, brother. Thank you for this opportunity, and thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of my dear friends. We have spent some great times together in India, and, with ministry, and just really is just a friendship. And I asked Solomon to come on our program so that he could talk to us about what's happening in India as it pertains to the coronavirus. Solomon, first let me ask, are you and your family all well?
Yeah, we all are doing great, Pastor, by the grace of God. We all are fine. Yes.
Very good. Very good. I always ask when I talk to you, how's Mama?
She's all right. If she could able to walk now, she had a surgery a few days ago, and she could able to walk. So everyone is at home. It's as it is a coronavirus, we can't go out. But the amazing thing is, can able to worship the Lord. We can spend much time in reading the Bible and worshiping together. So that's actually a good news for us.
I think that should be a good news for everyone. I'm not sure that everyone's getting that message, but I think that's well said on your part. I believe that part of this message, and I've said this for weeks, months really, I guess, is that we are having an opportunity, as you said, to reach out to God maybe in a way we haven't before. Everything has slowed down, and I'm glad to hear that you and your family are taking advantage of that opportunity. But you mentioned there staying home. So India is currently under a stay-at-home order. Is that correct?
Yeah, Pastor, because, India is a much populated country like China. So after China, we are the second populated country in the world. Due to that reason, what happens is if people are not staying inside their houses, the virus can spread rapidly, and many people actually can lose their lives, and as it is a very dangerous virus. So the government has taken a forward step to lock down, which means they can't go out only for a certain time. There is a time period they have mentioned, they have given. So on that particular time, you can only go out and get whatever you need, and get into your house again. So that's how we are moving further.
So when I look at the numbers from India, it looks like
Come again?
there are 56,000 confirmed cases in India, and nearly 2,000 people have died. I have been to India I have been to India, as you know, many, many times, and as you said, it is a very populated place. I mean, I think about just, our drives from one place to another, just people everywhere.
Yes.
How has India been able to keep their cases so low? In the U.S. alone, we have 1.3 million people confirmed with coronavirus. How has India done such a tremendous job of, again, fighting COVID-19?
So, Pastor, our government has taken a very strict step on this. So, declared a lockdown. We are not locked down for some states. Like in U.S., in some states, I heard that there is a quarantine and lockdown, but still, it's not like that. People are going to the office, they are going for shopping, everything is going on. But in India, it's nothing like that. It's completely locked down. Lockdown means many people have lost their jobs. People are not going to the office. Many people are not going to work. They are not traveling. They are not going for shopping. So because of this, we could able to control. This is the only reason. The lockdown is the only reason to control the coronavirus. So, and our government has done that, and we have a less cases. But in few days, our government is also thinking to break the lockdown, to release the lockdown, so can go for work, because it is affecting the economy. But rumors are also coming that if our government breaks the lockdown, many people can affect the coronavirus, and it can be dangerous. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but we are praying and we are trusting the Lord on this.
So I see that there are over 120 million people unemployed in India because of this coronavirus. Talk a little bit about how this coronavirus has devastated the economy. And for those who may not know, Solomon, talk about how I talk about the caste system, and although they're trying to move away from that system in India, talk a little bit about how this is affecting different classes of people.
So, Pastor, we have three different groups of people. One is a person who works in a big company, and the one who works in a normal company, and the other person who works for daily wages, So all these three groups of people are affected now, because most of the Indians are working for U.S.-based company. And because of this coronavirus, all the companies, they shut down their offices because the government has given the order. Some companies, they still don't want to lose their employees, so they have given a remote work to their employees. But some companies, they can't do that. So for that reason, what they did is they released the employees, and many companies, they released the employees. They said, we can't afford you, we can't pay you salary, so after the lockdown, we may rehire you again. So, and many people have lost their jobs. But there are also some people who are working from home, but the majority of the people who are affected by the coronavirus is the people who were working for daily wages, for daily payment, like construction workers, drivers, and builders, vegetable sellers, all these people. They have affected a lot. Because they can't work from home, so they have to sell products. They have to drive vehicles, and because of this, many poor people, middle class people, they are affected. Some people, I have seen with my eyes, some people, they not even have a food to eat, because they don't have money, and they don't have a food to eat. They don't have supplies. They don't have the necessary goods, and people are actually suffering because of this.
Yeah, I mean, I think about, when you say that, I think about, a typical day in India that I have witnessed. There's a lot of construction going on. Men and women are both involved in that process. There are street vendors everywhere selling various products. And if there's a lockdown in India, those people don't have a source of income. So let me ask you this question. In America, the government has stepped up. They have sent out what's called stimulus packages. They have basically sent money to the American people. Does the government in India do anything like that to help these people who are facing unemployment or have no source of income whatsoever?
Well, the government has given orders to the companies saying that please don't fire any of your employees. Don't release them. If you do that, we may take some necessary actions against the company. But I don't see this is happening, because as per my knowledge, I have seen many people have lost their jobs.
I see. So the government itself is not able to, or does not provide money to those people. Okay. So what happens to those?
The government itself.
Go ahead.
Yeah, government is not able to help them, because even the government situation is also bad, because they are not getting enough taxes, and our economy, I would say our economy is going down, and government itself doesn't have enough money, and they are not in situation to support people.
So what happens to the construction worker? What happens to the street side vendor in these situations? How do they survive?
Well, in my state, in Hyderabad, many workers who work for daily wages, they have come from different states, and after the lockdown, they were stuck in Hyderabad. They belong to different states, but they were stuck in Hyderabad, and some people, because they can't travel to other states, because we don't have any transportation, For that reason, what they are doing is they are going by walk, Suppose some people are from Chennai, which is around 800 kilometers far away, which would be around 500 miles far away from Hyderabad. And some people have taken a step to go by walk to Chennai. And some people, they could able to make it, by walk. And so these construction workers, the laborers, all these are actually suffering. Some non-profit organizations and some people are coming forward to help them, provide them some food and rice, all these things. But still, people are actually suffering. And not only that, there are people who are sick, and many hospitals in India are actually closed because most of the doctors are working for coronavirus now. They're not focusing on other disease. They're only focusing on coronavirus. And because of that, many people who are affected with other disease like diabetes, other kind of disease, they are facing many problems. And some people are also losing their life because there are not enough hospitals who can take care of this.
So a disease like diabetes, people are dying. Is that because of a lack of, I guess, an option
no
to
treatment.
go get
Diabetes,
no
kidney disease, cancers,
Wow.
all this typhoid, malaria, all these kind of diseases. When people have, they are unable to go and consult to the doctor because most of the doctors are working only for the coronavirus now. And many hospitals are also closed because of our government orders.
Wow. So a lot of people are dying not from the coronavirus per se, but rather from underlying conditions.
Yeah, but also from other disease, yes.
Wow. So talk a little bit to our listeners. You and I have had this conversation many times. Talk a little bit so our listeners understand the religious breakdown in India. What does it look like? What does religion look like? Hinduism, Buddhism, Christianity. What's the population look like over there?
Well, our country is most populated by the main religions which dominate India is Hinduism. And after that, the second place comes to Muslims. And after that, Sikh. And the Christianity population in India is very less. It's only at 2%. So we are very less.
The challenges that Christians face in India. When you talk about only 2% of the population being Christian,
yes.
Talk about some of the challenges you face there in India.
The challenges, we have many kind of challenges. Our government has launched an anti-conversion bill in many states after our new government, which is operated by Narendra Singh Modi, Bharatiya Janata Party. The short name is BJP. So this political party itself is dominated by Hinduism. They support Hinduism. And recently, a Christian organization, I hope you know about this organization. This organization is Compassion for International. I hope you know about this organization. Right, Pastor?
Yes, absolutely.
So they were working in India, and they were supporting many orphans, widows, and many people, many children who lost their parents. They were actually supported by Compassion for International, and Compassion International has planted many orphanages. So what they were doing is their job was not only to help the children, but also to help them to know the true living God. And our Indian government, they doesn't like it. So our government, what they did is Narendra Modi, what he did is he sent some agents to do the background check of Compassion International. And one day, these people, they went to the headquarters of Compassion International, where many children were reading the Bible, they were praying, and they saw that. They took the picture, they took the video, and they submitted to the government saying that this organization is converting many Hindu people. So they took the action because Compassion International was doing a fantastic job, marvelous job in India. And they were not happy with that. And in a short period of time, they sent an order to them saying that please close all your offices, shut down your headquarters, and close all your accounts. And Compassion International, they have sent a request to the Trump government, and also from his office, some people came to our government to request to support Compassion International to work in India. But our government has rejected that. And Compassion International has been shut down completely. Not only that, they have attacked many Christian organizations who were receiving the support from USA. They have been shut down, and they are not working in India anymore. So by this, you can understand what kind of country we are in. So we don't have any right. It's not an easy to live as a Christian, especially when you are a pastor in India, because in certain places you actually can't preach the gospel. You can also be killed. In Punjab, there are many pastors who were killed, who were shot, but still the Punjab government, they haven't inquired anything about that. The victim was, the person who shot a pastor, Balwinder Singh, his family, his church members, they have raised these slogans. They went for a strike. They went to court, but nothing happened because behind the person who shot this pastor was a big man. He was a political leader, and nothing can be done. People, they could not able to do anything. There was no justice for this family. And so there are many bad stories. There are many stories, in India, and it's not an easy. What I'm trying to say is, it's not that easy to live as a Christian in India anymore.
Yeah. Yes, and I know what you're saying is true, and I wanted our listening audience to hear that. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to What's Important Now. I have on the line with me Solomon Raj from India. He is a friend of mine. He is someone that labors for the Lord in the gigantic land of India as a pastor, and he is pushing the cross of Jesus. He is carrying the cross of Jesus in the land of India, and he has just outlined what it's like to be a Christian in that country. And I want to point out something, listening audience. I want to point out that we have been claiming religious persecution during this coronavirus outbreak. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to be very clear. What you just heard from this pastor in India, that is religious persecution. What we are experiencing in this country, it doesn't even come close. He is talking about pastors who are losing their lives, a government who will not do anything to pursue the killer, and in many ways, government officials are complicit in taking out Christians in this country. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been there multiple times. I have walked many a street with this pastor that I'm talking with. We have labored for the Lord together in that land. I can verify that what he is saying is absolutely 100% true. So it is not, in my opinion, It is not a time for us to begin to cry out religious persecution because our government officials are asking us to close down or to comply with guidelines. That is not religious persecution. No one's getting killed over their faith. No one is. As a matter of fact, our government is coming out, and our government is actually stating that this is not a time for religious persecution in this country. So we should be thankful, and we should be very grateful that we have the freedom of religion in this country, because I'm talking to a pastor right now who has to struggle every single day to promote the gospel of Jesus Christ. And Solomon, I've been there with you. We've had the opportunity to preach together, and boy, we've had some good times, and we always do it without fear, and I thank you for that. I thank you for promoting the gospel of Jesus Christ without fear. And it does take a boldness, doesn't it?
One more thing I would like to add you so that viewers and also you can for this. Our government has launched anti-conversion bill in many states. They're also thinking to launch the anti-conversion bill in a place where I'm living in Hyderabad and in southern India. When they launch the anti-conversion bill, it means you can't preach the gospel outside. You can't tell someone that Jesus is the living God. If you do that, they can put you in jail, because the anti-conversion bill means it's a law that preaching about Christ is illegal. So they are trying to make this in all parts of in India and all states. And if they could able to do that, we may have more difficult to take the gospel. So just pray, government, which is dominated by Hinduism, may God touch this government, and may many people rise up, and may we all take the gospel in a much effective way.
Now, what will that mean for someone like me who travels to India to minister? I remember the last time I was there, I was told that I needed to stay in the churches. Of course, I didn't. I preached on the streets anyway. But what does that mean for a minister like me?
Yeah, Pastor, I believe you came to India in last time when you was here. I think it was in 2010, I believe.
2015.
15, yes. So things are changed. So after this government has taken place, things are changed now. Many foreigners, many American pastors who came to India, they actually tried to conduct the open-air crusade meetings. Some of the American pastors, they were also arrested for doing that. So you can imagine, what's going on in India now. So they were arrested. After that, they were released. But their passport, their visa was canceled. So I know another American pastor who was thinking to come to India, and when he went for an interview at the embassy, Indian embassy, they asked him why you are going to India, and he was a very true man. He just said, I'm going to India to preach the gospel. So they rejected his visa, and they also scolded him, saying that please do not come again. They warned him not to come again. So this pastor was, when I was chatting with him last week, he was telling that they shouted at me and they warned me not to come again. So I'm afraid to apply for visa again. Maybe they can reject my visa again if I tell them that I'm going there to do a mission. So our government is taking many necessary things to stop the gospel to spread.
Yeah. Well, Pastor, let me talk to you briefly. Talk a little bit about your ministry. I want the American people to hear what you do, what your personal ministry is, how you promote the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Well, my father was a bishop, as you know, Pastor. He was a bishop, and before his passing away, my dad he received many signs from God. One day, in a vision, me and my dad. This is a vision which he saw before his passing away. Me and my dad were at the railway station. We were waiting for the train to come, and we had a good luggage, big luggage we were carrying together. So our aim was to take this luggage and deliver this luggage to the needy people where people are suffering. So that was the vision which he saw. And me and my dad were waiting for the train. The train arrives on the time, and my dad, we took the luggage and we put inside the train, and I get into the train, but my dad could not able to catch the train. So he missed the train. And I saw my dad. His eyes were with the tears, and I saw the pain at him. And after that, many days, he talked to me. He told me, son, listen, God is trying to tell me something. He's telling me that I'm going to pass away someday, and you may have to carry this. You may have to take the responsibility of the ministry. The other vision which he told me was he was constructing a house, and everything was over, only the upper part was pending. So I climbed the house and I finished the house construction. So like in the Bible, when David asked God, Lord, I want to build a temple for you. So, you know what Lord said, you can't do it. I don't want you to do that, but your son will accomplish that. In the same way, you know, I believe that my dad had done a lot of things. He saved many souls. He did a lot of ministry. But after that, he gave me this responsibility to me to accomplish all the leftover work which he has left for me. So the ministry, what I'm doing is I always followed Paul. I like Paul. And my vision is also like Paul, you know. I want to work. He was working. He was doing business. And he was collecting the tithes from all the churches. And from those tithes, he was not only spreading the gospel, but he was also helping the needy people, the orphans and widows. So in India, we also have many mega churches where some thousands of people come. Many churches, they are focusing on multiplying the believers, but they have actually forgotten to help the poor. And my vision is not only to spread the gospel, but also to help the needy people. Because in Matthew, Jesus also told that the poor will always be among us. The reason why he said that is because even if our country develops like America, the poor will be always there. True. I believe also in America there are many poor people. So what I'm trying to say is, if churches, if they believe this commandment that Jesus also helped the poor people, and he also encouraged many people to help the needy. Whenever he was preaching the gospel, he always used to feed the people. So his motive was same. What he was trying to tell is help the needy people. That was the first commandment which he wanted to do, and which he also encouraged the churches to do that. But many churches have forgotten this commandment. They are just focusing on multiplying the believers, but they are not helping the poor and needy. if all the churches, they come forward to help the needy, then I believe in this world there will be no poverty.
Amen. Amen. So specifically, what are some of the ministries that you involve yourself in? How do you reach out? How are you helping the poor and the needy?
Well, Pastor, as you already know, we planted a church together in leprosy colony. So, with the support of New Beginning Church in USA, we could able to plant the church, the other headquarters of New Beginning Church in Hyderabad, and it's growing now. This place is affected by leprosy people. These people, they can't go to other churches where healthy people come because they are affected. It's same like a coronavirus, a person who is affected by coronavirus, he can't go to other place. In the same way, in the Old Testament, the leper was rejected. They used to take him away, and they used to put him away from the village. In the same way, this leprosy affected people, they all live together. They have separated themselves from the healthy people, from the normal people. So in this place, the healthy people, the normal people, they won't come. Nor these people, they go to the places where normal people live. Even if they go, they don't welcome them. They will reject them. So these people they are depressed, they are poor, they are rejected, and they don't have anyone to support. And the fact is, many people, they are also afraid to go there to support them because this leprosy can be transmitted. It can transmit to other healthy person. So many people, they can't go there to support them even if they want to. So, but God has given us an opportunity. He has given us a vision, and I'm very thankful, me and my family and all the leprosy-affected people, the leaders who are living there, the church members, they are always thankful to you because with your support, we could able to build a church in leprosy colony, and many people every Sunday. I don't know. I mean, we can't meet their need, everyday need, but what we are thankful to God that we are feeding them with the bread of life. We are telling them, we are feeding them with the word. Every Sunday they come and take the gospel with them. We share the gospel with them, and people are happy with that. And they're slowly, God is also doing miracles in their lives. They are the children are getting married. Recently, a leprosy-affected person who had children, they have grown up. They studied in college, and they got married. They went to different place, and they are doing jobs. So God is doing miracles in leprosy colony, and we are very thankful to God about this.
One of the greatest joys of my life was having the opportunity to dedicate that church there in the leprosy colony, as you recall, and it was just, again, just a tremendous joy. Pastor, I want to thank you for joining us today. I want to thank you for your honesty. I do have one final question. What do Christians in India, when they look at American Christianity, and you can be just totally honest here, when they look at American Christianity, what are their thoughts?
Well, the thoughts are like Americans, when they look at Americans, they always think that they are very rich, and they also say that because they have everything, because they have money. Because of that, for that reason, many people, many Christians are falling down. So that could be one reason. That's how many people think,
Yeah.
But America is like Israel, God has chosen Israel so that many people can be a blessing. Israel was a significant to his kingdom. So in the same way, we received the gospel from America. We actually received the gospel. We are actually thankful to America because most of the missionaries who came to India are from America. So we can't say that they are not spiritual,
Right.
But slowly, I heard that people are falling down. They are going back. They are not giving much importance to the God. So that is happening, I would say.
Yeah. I think you are correct. You are correct, my friend. Well, brother, I don't want to keep you any longer. I want to thank you for taking so much time to be with us this morning. Well, I guess for you it's evening time. What time is it there for you?
Well, here it's almost 9:20 p.m. night.
Yes, and I had the times incorrect, and you thought you were getting ready to come on, and I messed that up. So my apologies.
That's fine, Pastor. Well, thank you very much for thinking of me and inviting me. I hope the viewers they could able to understand my English, what I have told them. I hope they have understand because I'm from India. My English might be not that fluent, so forgive me if I have used some different words.
Hey, your English is very, very good. How's my Italian?
Yeah, your Italian is very good, better than mine.
Okay, my friend. It was very good to hear your voice, and we will talk again soon, and we'll have you back on the program as we progress through this, just to give an update of what's happening over there in India.
Thank you, Pastor. You mean I need to come back again? Sorry, your voice was breaking, so I could not able to catch you.
No, I was saying that we will have you back. I'll communicate with you, and we'll have you back on the program.
Oh, that's great. I will look forward for that.
Yes, sir. Yes,
so
sir. God bless you.
Give my regards to the family, to the church, and to the viewers, and thank you for your support. Thank you for your prayers. We are very thankful to you, especially my family, my mom, sisters, my wife. We always keep you in our prayers. We believe that you all are safe, and we are praying for you. So please do take care of yourself and the family because the situation is bad. Don't take this virus silly, and it's not bad, but God is in control, but still we have to be wise, right?
Amen.
We have to be wise when we are going out, and So very thankful to you, Pastor, for giving me this opportunity. And also, the Leprosy Colony Church is doing well. Hope when you come back again, we may have a service and we will spend some quality time together. So we are actually missing you a lot. I know we had a very good time in India villages. We traveled a lot, and we had a great mission trip, and we have accomplished a lot. People are missing you. When I travel, when I go to the mission trip, they often ask me, when is that tall man is going to come again?
Well,
I tell them that he will come next year. But I think we had a long gap after 2015.
Yes.
It's 2020, so we had a big gap. So we are praying for you. Hope you will come back soon again to India, and we will have a good time.
You have my word. As soon as this coronavirus is out of the way, I will be making my return trip to India, ready to preach the gospel and to serve with you.
Amen, amen. So please give my regards to the family, Pastor. Thank you so much for this time.
I will, and please tell everyone I said hello, especially Mama, and we love you, and we're praying for you, and we will see you soon.
Thank you, Pastor. Take care.
Take care, my friend.
Bye-bye.
That was Solomon Raj from India, and not only is he someone who labors for the Lord, he is he's a friend. And he, as you were listening there, he laid out not only what's going on with the coronavirus in India, but he outlined what it's like daily as a Christian. You know, we talk about persecution. We talk about religious persecution in this country, and we do not know what that is. Let me be very clear. You know, some of the stories, my very first trip to India, I preached in a church. And after I left that church, within 1 week, the pastor was killed, dragged into the woods by Hindus, and murdered. And the reason was because, in their words, he was foolish enough to have me there. This is a real struggle for them every day. If you would like to help reach out to this ministry in India, email me. What's Important Now Radio @gmail.com. I'll let you know how you can help. Also, you could send a gift to 8901 Good Hope Pike, Lost Creek, West Virginia 26385. Include a note, a sticky note, a memo, or just write it there on a check, India, and I'll know where it's going, and 100% of your donation goes there. 100%. There's no administrative cost. One of the worst things I've ever seen, I want you to think about this, in India, as the pastor was talking about how Jesus said the poor will always be among us. One of the things that I've seen that I've never been able to shake, and I want you to let this settle in, was a child trying to nurse from a dog. Yes, you heard that correctly. A child trying to nurse from a dog. I thought Solomon said something very interesting, and I wrote it down. When I asked him what they thought of American Christianity, and he was so kind and was so grateful and thankful and how America has sent missionaries to the land of India and took the gospel there. He's grateful because he has heard the gospel, because an evangelist or a missionary or a pastor or a preacher left America and went to India. And he's so grateful for that because now he has the truth. And he said America is like Israel. And I want you to think about that for a moment. We are like Israel in so many ways. In the history of the world, two nations have been created for the purposes of God. Israel and America. And just like Israel, when they lost their way, they paid a price. We're paying a price, and we'll pay a price for losing our way. It was good to hear his voice. It was good to hear his voice. Again, in India, unemployment numbers over 120 million. And just in case his English was difficult for you to understand, I understand him clearly, but I've talked to him a great deal, so I expect everyone else understands him. But just in case, he talked about the daily wage earners. And what he was saying was that these are the people that are building things, the construction workers. I can remember getting up in the morning and watching women and even children carry bricks on their head. Those people aren't working now. The vendors who line the streets in India selling coconuts or some form of meat or food or a snack, or they have like little vending areas, little carts that sell ice cream and sell pops or sodas. Those people aren't working right now. In America, we are complaining because we're not getting enough from our government. And Solomon told us India's government's not giving anyone anything other than encouraging businesses not to close, encouraging businesses not to lay off or fire their workers. But if the businesses aren't bringing in money, they have to make decisions too. I mean, we know how this works, right? My point is, count your blessings. And if you would like to help this ministry in India, we send out donations to them quite frequently. And if you would like to be a part of that, contact me, what'simportantnowradio@gmail.com. Or you could send a gift to Action Ministries, 8901 Good Hope Pike, Lost Creek, West Virginia, 26385. And 100% of your donation will go there. This is the first time I have asked for anything during this entire shutdown. As a matter of fact, most of my life, I don't ask. But they are facing very dire circumstances over there. And I assure you, Solomon is one, and other pastors that I know. They are there getting their hands dirty, so to speak, working in the ministry. So, India's lockdown is expected to be lifted on the 17th day of this month. Again, 56,000 confirmed cases, 1,895 deaths. Astounding when you look at the numbers in the United States. Again, highly populated areas. I'm talking shoulder to shoulder walking down the street in India. Crazy. If you've been there, you know what I'm saying. They have nearly 1.3 million confirmed cases in the United States. Over 76,000 deaths. Almost 26,000 new cases in the last 24 hours and almost 2,000 new deaths. Something else he said, and I'm getting ready to go off the air here, but I want you to think about this. He said, don't take this coronavirus as silly. What he was saying was, don't take it for granted. Believe it. It's real. It's killing people. We are getting caught up in these conspiracy theories. And I'll tell you something that's very troubling to me. I am very concerned that we in this country are so motivated by greed, so motivated by the way we live our life. What we fear is losing our way of life, losing the things that we enjoy doing. Could that, this is a question, could our greed and our concern to live our lives the way we want to live our lives, could that lead us to a second wave? Could that lead us to a wave that's far more deadly than the first? You've been listening to What's Important Now. I want to thank you for being a part of our broadcast. Fight the good fight of faith. Contend for the faith. There is a cause. It does matter, and it is important now. Again, our email address, what'simportantnowradio@gmail.com, what'simportantnowradio@gmail.com, and our mailing address, 8901 Good Hope Pike, Lost Creek, West Virginia, 26385. May God bless you. May He keep you, and everything you put your hands to prosper. Be in health and prosper, even as your soul prospers. God bless.
So I'm dancing with the King of Kings. He is my everything. Yeah. I know we're This is the dance. This is the dance. As I stand in awe of you, watching everything you do, 'cause I know your goodness exceeds it all. Call me out by my name, say child, don't be afraid. I just want to ask you one thing. Can I have this dance? Take my hand, follow my lead to the beat. So I'm dancing